Today I'll be talking about 3 things I learned about women from being jacked. Y'all know the deal is basically aka Cole Brown Official. We start at number 3 and we go down to number 1. So number 3 is how nasty these women are. You know, I think society makes these women really downplay their sexuality. They try to keep it on the low. But when you're on Body Game, you'll see her true colors. Like, I've seen it, dog. Chicks got Bible verses in their bio. They got church photos on their social media accounts. And then they out of town and they run into you and they sending you news. They talking to you crazy. They getting, you know, they really down for anything. I've seen that many times. Or I've been talking to girls and it's like the second they on rocky road with their boyfriend or the relationship ends, she ready to get with you ASAP. So I really seen the sexuality of women. And I think that's a thing a lot of guys don't understand. Like, damn near all these women have like a slutty side to them. You know, and I think when you can understand that, you can really get inside her brain, you know, and that's when she's really gonna rock with you, when she can be her raw self with you, when she don't have to like sugarcoat everything, you know, and I think that's a struggle for a lot of guys. Like, they have a hard time treating a girl like a slut every now and then, you know, like a lot of chicks are turned on by that, you know, so that's what I realized, like how freaky a lot of these chicks are. Once you get that physique, she turn into you a freak. Like, that's where it came from, because I keep seeing chicks on some freaky timing. You know, even the chicks that present themselves like they're not on that type of timing, you'll see their true colors come out. You know, because you'll get so much more, especially short-term opportunity, flings, friends with benefits when you on Body Game. You know, that's what I've experienced, dog. When you really show off that physique, that's when the opportunities come, especially short term. Like, chicks are okay with just coming over, getting smashed and leaving, you know? So I really seen women's freaky side. Like, chicks are down for whatever the dude is on if she's really into you. I'd say the vast majority of women, like, if they really like you, dog, they damn near down for anything. You know, I've even asked chicks like crazy shit just to see if they would do it, you know? Fairly vanilla, you know what I'm saying? I ain't on no crazy shit. But I've asked chicks like, oh, would you be down for this? And most of the time they are, you know, and shit, it kind of blows your mind, because society will downplay that shit like crazy, because women are like afraid of getting judged, how society looks at them, and other girls they know finding out. But if they really feel like you that low-key guy that doesn't like kiss and tell, they gonna keep it real with you, dog. And that's the position I always try to be in. Like, the vast majority of the chicks I've been with, like, I don't be telling anybody my business. I be keeping my shit on the low. And even, I remember my editor, he was asking me, he was like, Cole, you know, you got any photos with girls? Like, that'll probably do good as a thumbnail. And I was just like, I don't know, man. Like, I try to keep my business on the low. Then I sent him a photo and he's like, you sure you want to do this? I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm not just going to put my business out there for views. Like, if I used to mess with a chick and I don't mess with her anymore, like, I'm not trying to put photos of me and her up on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Even though that would be like proof and then that would get more clicks and views, I'm like, I just like my business on the low. Like, that's how I always moved, you know? And some guys would be like, oh, Cole, you can't be talking about women and you don't have them in your thumbnails. It's just like, shit, if I put some fake chick in the thumbnail and she AI, you know, who fucking cares? Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to be that type of guy where it's like a chick's worried about messing with me because she thinks I'm gonna put her as a thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already done told many stories on here. Like, I done had chicks worried about me. Oh, I can't tell you anything, Cole, now, because you're gonna be talking about me on YouTube. And I'm like, I'm not gonna say your name though. Like, that shit's gonna keep on the low. You know what I'm saying? I done said it before. Like, I done talked to a girl and she confessed to murder to me. And I might say that, but it's like, I would never tell anybody her name or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And like, I done been seen with different girls, so nobody's gonna know who I'm talking about, you know? But yeah, man, keep your shit on the low. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys be out here trying to slang meat and they just doing it to like brag to people, to show off, to one up their friends. Like, I've never been about that type of time. And a lot of times that's when you run into a lot of bullshit. So that's point number 3. Women are a lot nastier than you could ever imagine. When you get that Body Game, you're gonna get more short-term energy and you really gonna see what a lot of these chicks are on. Going on to point number 2 is how repulsed women are by fat guys. You know, and I say, damn near all the women I've talked to. I've had a couple women where they're like, oh, I can do stocky. But I never talked to a woman like, oh yeah, I really mess with fat guys. Like, hell no, they don't fuck with that at all. And that's why I always find it funny when I make videos like this and there's be a lot of guys in the comment section like, oh, it's just all about your face, oh, it's all about height. it's like, I be doing experiments, like I be questioning my own ideas. You know, I feel like that's when you can really solidify your beliefs. Like even last night, dog, I went on a date and I lied to her about my height. Like I told her I was shorter than I was, and like she didn't care at all. You know, with women, I feel like it's kind of 50-50 a lot of time when it comes to height. Like some women care, some women don't care. A lot of chicks just want to do taller than them. She like, that's what she was on. She like, as long as you're taller than me, like it don't bother me at all. And I think she was like 5'6", so, you know, but I promise you, if I would have showed up and I would have been fat, that would have been an issue. Like that damn show would have been an issue. Like the vast majority of women I've talked to, they'll be real with me like, oh, I can't do a fat guy. And they'll feel bad about saying that. Like, I promise you, these women care so much about society. Like society has programmed these women to talk a certain type of way. A lot of these women, they're not going to talk about this sexuality because society shames it. A lot of these women aren't going to say they don't want to be with a fat guy because society shames it. But deep down inside, that's what it's going to be. Like, she might give you a long list of all this other shit. Oh, I see you better as a friend. Oh, I think the vibe wasn't there, the connection. But a lot of times the vibe might have not been there because she's seen your titties. You know, she's seen that gut and she was repulsed by it. Now she's looking for other reasons. Like a lot of these chicks ain't gonna keep it real with you, dog. She's gonna be like, oh yeah, you know, he's a little bigger. You know, and I've talked to women and they talked about getting catfish and oh, he was skinnier in his photos, then I seen him in person, he was fat. And even the girl last night, she said, you know, she like, yeah, you know, you got a nice chest, you got some abs, that adds like 2 points to your overall look. Cause she was telling me how I'm not her usual type. But like, body game will open up doors. Like, I might not be her usual type, but she's seen the physique and she's like, ooh, you know, now he is my type. You know, so that's what I realized, that women are really repulsed by fat guys, you know, and it's kind of just shame to say that, so they keep it on the wraps. But I've heard many women, and I told this before, like I was talking to a girl that I've been seeing for like 8 months, and then I was talking to mac and cheese girl. And it was crazy to me because within a month, they had said the same thing. Like I stopped talking to this other girl, I started talking to mac and cheese girl. And they both said the same thing. They both said like, oh, I feel bad for saying this. And I said, these girls, like, they don't feel bad for saying, oh, I need to date a guy taller than me, or I'm not dating a guy below this height. But they feel bad for saying, I want to date a fat guy. I'm like, that is straight society programming. You know, like there's nothing wrong with you saying, oh, he got to be this tall. But if she says like, oh, he can't be fat, like she felt bad about saying, I don't want to be with a fat guy. And they both said that. And that's when it really stood out to me, like how they not keeping it real with the guys. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these fat guys think it's a multitude of things why the chick's not into them. But a lot of times it's because she's just not attracted to you. Like she don't look at you and get turned on. You know, and I think being fat is a byproduct of a whole bunch of other stuff, you know? It's not like you're just fat, it's like that shows part of your mindset too. You know, that shows that you really don't love yourself. And I know some people going to give me pushback like, oh, I love myself and I'm big bone and stuff like that. It's like, no, if you really love yourself and care about yourself and want best for yourself, your actions need to resemble that. You got to start making healthier habits if you really care about yourself. You know, that's like if you say you care about your car, but you're not getting the oil changed when you need to. You're not taking care of your car. You're not cleaning your car. You know, you can't say you love your car, but then it looks like shit. You got scratches all over the side. You hitting the curbs, and you're gonna like, you love your car, but you're not taking care of it. What sense does that make? You're not getting the oil changed when you need to get your oil changed, but you love your car so much. That would make no sense at all. So why do you not look at your body the same way? Number one is women love a man that can dominate them. And I think that's why the body game is so powerful. When she looks at you and she feels like you can dominate her, you can pick your lady up. You know, some of y'all like these big back balloon back wells. I know that's gonna be a hassle. You better be a damn power lifter if you're trying to get one of them up. But a woman loves a man that can dominate and that can lead. You know, and I think that's very rare in today's world. You know, because a lot of guys, they got the look, but they don't have the behavior. So when you have the both, like that's a rare breed right there, especially if you live in America. You know, and I've said this many times, like I see a lot of guys online, they complain about women, but I say, shit, a lot of dudes in today's world act like women. That's what I see. Like on a regular basis, I see guys just being bitchy, complaining about everything, always feeling bad for themselves. So if you can get away from that mindset and really like embrace the greatness of yourself and really get on body game and start to lead yourself so you can lead your woman, that's when you're gonna stand out from the crowd. That's when she really gonna desire you. And I think, you know, when she repulsed by a fat guy, I think that's one of the main reasons, because she can't see herself getting dominated by you, you know? Even when it comes to sexual, you know, a lot of these chicks like to get dominated in the bedroom. you know, and I think a lot of these women, they don't say what they want because that kind of takes it out of it. Like, a lot of these chicks just expect you to dominate in the bedroom. They don't want to have to tell you that, because if they telling you that, that fucks up the whole flow of everything, you know? So don't be afraid to lead, dog. And I think it's just like everything else in life, like it takes practice, you know? But I think that's why a lot of these women are so repulsed by fat guys, because they just can't see themselves getting dominated by a fat guy. You know, and I'm not saying a fat guy can never win, because I know anytime I talk like this, they're gonna be guys like, oh, what about this boxer? What about this UFC fighter? What about, you know, they're gonna bring up all these different rare cases, guys that are exception to the rule, but you're not an exception to the rule. You know, so you can't keep playing that game looking for excuses, looking for certain guys like, oh, I don't need to get in shape, he's doing good. But you're not in that guy's shoes. So that's what you gotta look at, man. But that's the 3 things, man, that really taught me about women when I got on Body Game, when I got that physique, when I got jacked. I started seeing women are a lot nastier. I started seeing how real a lot of these women keep it about the fat guys. Like, when the fat guy's not around, they really tell you how they feel about, oh, I couldn't do that. Oh, no. I tried that one time and I was disgusted. The coochie was dry the whole time. You know, I had titties flopping in my face. And then last but not least, they can't see themselves even getting dominated by a man like that a lot of times. So that's why I would talk about, especially being obese, like that's a huge disadvantage. And even when it comes to being extremely skinny, like a lot of chicks look at that and be like, I can't see that dude dominating me. You know, look at the movies. Even movies, that kind of programs you into looking at certain things. Like I said, when you look at the celebrity crushes, what do those guys look like? What do those guys look like? And even guys that are super skinny and they have success in dating, or even guys that are very fat that have success in dating, you will even notice a difference if you got in more shape. Like, if she really rocking with you and you fat, oh, she gonna be on a different level once you get jacked. If you're super skinny and she's rocking with you, just imagine when you get jacked, she gonna be rocking with you on a different level. And I keep seeing like memes and reels talking about how a woman's attracted to a certain type of physique, and guys will still try to deny it. It's like, some of these chicks are being real. But I see a lot of times these chicks get shamed for it, you know? And that's why they try to keep it on the low. Because society doesn't accept that. Society really pushes this body positivity thing. Oh, love them curves, love yourself. But I always say, man, if you really love yourself, your actions should show that. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be treating your car like shit, but then claim you love your car. But that's all I got for y'all today. Make sure you like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch y'all boys in the next one.